Yep.
Right. Brewed. You gotta like that. Brewed in the middle of everywhere. You bet.
I've probably been coming here since day one. Tony's a good friend of mine. I like the atmosphere here and just the whole brewery culture, things that happen at a brewery. It's not like your typical bar. There's a lot of times where I'm here with my family, my kids. There's been times we sit here, we play board games, we play cards. It's just a very very organic place that's it's just fun to be part of.
Break out the brew equipment again and see what happens. And we were brewing a few beers, and one of the recipes was a cream ale, and brewed it, and bottled it, popped the top after about a month, and looked at each other and went, "That was pretty good. Better than I remembered."
We can sell that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm drinking right now.
Yeah.
So we kept talking about what type of business would work on Main Street, Iowa, and it turns out that eventually, as the brewery revolution kind of happened, the microbrewery revolution, said that could work here. We've stepped into this very slowly. Part of the reason for that is Osage is a town of 3,500 people. And so you have to consider starting a business in this size of a town is sort of a risk because there's just not that many people to support it. And so we started crowling and distributing locally before we decided to open an actual brewery. We're like, well, let's just start selling the beer and see how people like it. And it turns out people really liked it. They wanted we started asking, well, what do you think about a brewery on Main Street? And they said, that would be great. And it's turned out, we said, okay, we'll do it. This building came up for sale. It's a great space. All the ducks just kind of lined up, and there you go.
Yeah, we started brewing in his shed. He has a really nice shed, nice concrete insulated, so we can brew all year long. And,
floor drain? Floor drain is key.
Right?
Yes.
Federal laws say most of us can brew our own beer for home consumption. It's a couple hundred gallons a year. You can't sell it. You can't really distribute other to family members. We were approaching, not quite that mark, but it's kind of like, well, people are drinking it. Relatives, friends are like, got good feedback, but I call it the Iowa nice factor is they'll tell you anything to be polite, right? So we decided to incorporate and actually go after the brewer's license. That's kind of how that all kind of fell in. And like you said, we kind of dipped our toes in the water by, it's a little system. We'll just put it on tap out at a restaurant, and it just kept going and going and going. And
so that was in 2017 when this happened.
Yep.
And we opened the tap room in August of 2018.
So what do you want to do when you grow up?
I think I'm here.
You're here.
I think I got it.
I think we're getting close.
Yeah, we're getting close. So my goal here is within, we're what, 2 years in now? 2 years-ish? Mm-hmm. Probably by year 5. I would love to be able to employ 3 to 5 full-time people here in Osage, dedicated to the brewery, whether it's brewing beer, managing the tap room, or distribution. There's all sorts of things. The trick here is that we're a small community, only 3,500 in the town, 10,000 in the whole county. Mm-hmm. So we bought a bottler. We're starting to push our product out. Not necessarily, it's to get to a point where this can be a stable, sustaining business that we don't have to be here 60, 70, 80, a million hours per week. Right.
Well, and when we do well, everyone else in town does well too.
The idea of the axe grilling, in terms of regulations and laws, whose idea was that?
I think I came up with that one.
So Tony's got a saying, he goes, I have 99 ideas a day and 98 of them are awful.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And it's probably true.
You got to filter to that one idea that's going to work.
Very true.
This is one that made it through the filter.
Well, nobody stopped me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
No,
guys,
he's right. He's
I'm
right.
gonna go build an axe lane. Okay.
Yeah.
My senior in high school, he and I are both in the axe throwing league together on Thursday night. So it's a father-son get-together. They've been so community-minded, and I think that's really another attracting point with this place.
There's two sides to it. First of all, it's really fun. I mean, it is a fun thing. It is an urban thing. You go into any urban community and you will see they have 1, 2, 3, 4 axe throwing places to go. So to bring that to a rural community and bring that to people that don't normally get those experiences has been a lot of fun, I think. Now on the business side of axe throwing, what this really is about is bringing people into our front door, giving them an experience. There's a shift away from, the retail, we're gonna go out shopping. That kind of thing doesn't work anymore. You have to give people experiences. So this provides them with that ability to get that experience. And my goal, business-wise, was to make this space revenue producing. So we got the truck behind us. We got the truck for big bands or comedians or whatever, and we do a lot of, we're starting to do a lot
Some
of more
fundraising. We're doing some
fundraising activities to
events
do that.
here.
But the axe throwing gets people back here all the time, consistently.
In fact, I have a funny story. One of the families that's here tonight, in fact, the kids have a reading program at school. They have to read so many books, and then they get to pick their reward when they meet their goal. So one of the kids met his goal, and his reward, he wrote on his paper that he wanted to go to the brewery as his reward. And so the teacher's like, "You're taking your kid to the bar?" And the mom's like, "No, it's not a bar.
Yeah,
it's
it's not
the
a bar.
brewery."
Right.
Yeah, it's different.
We want to be very clear that we're not a bar. We've got our own unique space that happens to offer really great beer.
A big challenge that we didn't expect was trying to predict what kind of crowd we would have.
And I think the way to manage the cycle is to create your own cycle by providing axe throwing, providing pizza at the brewery. That way you're not doing this.
That's definitely helps.
It's more of a little up and down.
Flatten the curve.
Flatten the curve.
Yeah.
But also, because we're a brewery, one of our ideas is going forward is every quarter, kind of seasonally, create a beer and pizza pairing, and then we just have that available for a 3-month period. So we'll work with local chefs to help us create a pizza that goes with a specific type of beer that goes along with that season. Like fall time would be pumpkin ale, maybe.
Yeah.
So maybe, I don't know, I've never had squash on a pizza.
You never know.
I'm not saying I want that, but who knows what a chef will come up with.
So, I know he's done a ton of research into flavors and what grains to use and stuff like that. And actually, he's working on something right now. He's trying to make a gluten-free beer for me.
I think a lot of customers, whether they like the beer or not, like to come in and sample it.
Right.
It's a new experience for them. So that's one of the things we kind of pride ourselves on is able to throw that out there for the customer, like advertising, hey, we got a new style of beer for you to try, and people will come in specifically for that. They love that part. So
We generally have about 9 of our own beers on tap. If I had to pick one favorite, it would probably be the Hickory Scottish Ale.
Yep.
It's just,
and
I'd say it's just delicious.
yeah,
So good.
and I'm a coffee guy, so the porter is right up my alley. Our porter's really good. That's
It is.
shameless
Everybody
plug.
loves.
It's
I
really
mean,
good, so.
we've got our flagship beers. Everybody loves them. They're perfected and they're just really good.
I keep going back. I give Tony crap. He's pushing boundaries on the dill pickle beer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that was a miserable
It didn't turn out, but
experience.
you know what? We're probably going to revisit it at some point because it's an
What?
interesting concept.
Come on.
We're just not going to make it like bread and butter pickle. We're going to make it dill pickle.
We'll talk.
Yeah, so.
We just want people to come and have fun and be happy.